Hey, everybody, welcome to AAA, episode 599, not the asteroid we wanted. I'll leave that enigmatic reference until the end. But joining me in the sitting room here, where we can enjoy cigars, bourbon, and the company of gentlemen, and ladies if they happen by. You know how it is. Or
Excuse me?
Well, not you. You're Drunkle.
I am a trans woman.
No, you don't count.
What?
No.
What?
The UK court,
my name.
the UK court just, backed this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said lady.
Adult human female.
Do you want to hear a quick throwback?
Well, really quick.
Well,
Hold on. Yes, I do. But Sinatra's not here today, but joining us is the Frenchman who sounds British in the form of Jean-Luc Picard there. No, that would be Sam. Sam, how you doing?
Oh. Hi, I'm all right. I'm awake. I am fully coffeed up.
What?
Thank you for asking.
There's been a foreigner in this Discord all this time? What the fuck?
There has. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. You know,
that sounded more like. British than...
They come over here. They take our streams.
Taking our jobs.
Shagging our sheep.
Wow.
A Welshman, a Frenchman, and a freedom lover. Well, it's going to be a hell of a stream. Okay.
Not Welsh. Not Welsh. You ready for this, Polly? You ready for a throwback?
I am.
Chat, are you ready for a throwback? Let's do this. You right, here we go. I have not done that in years.
Nice.
I'm feeling enlightened already.
Because I got the pop filter I have on my microphone is metal, and the other day I was like, why is it covered in so much rust? That's because I used to
hold it right up to the mic
as an intro, yeah.
Bloody hell, mate, what are you drinking if you can use it as paint stripper?
No kidding. Like this foil was not covered. You got highly ferrous metal screens. What the hell's up with that?
It was 3 times a week, mate. Look, rust builds up. Tonight I am drinking the Somerset cider known as Thatcher's Gold, and it is it's very smooth.
Well, that's not good.
None of that corner shop piss for me because it was WrestleMania over the weekend, Polly, and a friend of mine bought a case of Thatcher's Gold, and we drank 3 of them on Sunday because we drank a lot on Saturday and didn't really feel like it. And now I'm drinking those.
Thatcher's Gold. Is that a reference to the Iron Lady herself?
No. It's a reference to the rolling hills of Somerset and their apple orchards.
Yeah, she was a reference to the cider.
Yeah, see, wrong way around.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been watching a bunch of history documentaries with Farr, and the Brits came off looking pretty good. They did a pretty good job giving Gaius Julius Caesar what for when he attempted to invade Britannia.
Wow!
Thank you, Padley.
That was you are hyped, Steve Dave, right? For $7.77. I've not seen that one in a fucking hot minute, mate. He says, "Yeah, what a throwback! Woo!" Man, I'm so happy you are pleased with that, Steve Dave. Okay, I mean it was easy for me.
Woo!
I was going to drink that anyway. All right, sorry. Thank you very much, Steve Dave. Polly, you the British came across quite well in these history documentaries because I mean when you write history, you try to make yourself look good.
You know, it's funny you say that, because just last night I was making this point that I had said to a history professor. I was telling some people in chat. I said, I don't really know if I believe that anymore. History's written by the victors. And she said, what do you mean? Yeah, it is. Give me one example of where it's not. I said, modern American history. How's it being written? Slavery, oppression, and a nightmare. And supposedly Americans are the victors.
Exactly. Herodotus didn't serve in any wars either, did he? He just wrote shit down, and he's considered the greatest historian ever. Like he's not a winner of anything.
You've never heard Herodotus's nickname, Father of Lies?
Oh, well, I didn't go to school with him. Why would I know his nickname?
Well, I mean, he was big-haired, honestly, but it just.
Was he big-haired?
Yeah, he was big-haired. Yeah.
He had like a Bob Ross thing going on.
Yeah. I mean, his friends called him Hardy, and so. But I mean, he reported on
Herodotus,
this strange island where the locals have 2 heads and they're all, have dragons as pets. Like he would report anything as.
That is Wales. Yeah.
Herodotus the Welsh.
I've had Sam just said that and then laughed at his own. He was the only one who laughed. So.
It's the mental
You
image
gotta
of
get you. You're not used to this. Yeah, you've talked to Sam a few times.
That's
His
like,
greatest audience is him.
Him, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like later on, he's going to be like, oh, mate, I told a brilliant joke the other day. It's be like, yeah, fucking, it was about Herodotus and everything. And he'll get, I nailed it. Everyone laughed. Because history is written by the winners, Polly.
It is, exactly. I win a little here, I win a little there.
Yeah. Not so French now, are you?
What are you talking about? We've been winning.
What? Winning what?
1,115 battles.
That is my can, Polly. That is what I'm drinking. Right, that is my can.
Yeah, I wanted to take a
I
look
got
at
confused
this.
a second. That came up on the screen. I reached for the wrong one.
Who's got a
Ended up
camera
punching
on
the
me?
wall.
What's happening? I reached for the wrong one. Dude, you need to, like, put the can down and push it away if that
Hi,
happened.
Def, bro. 1080p.
I mean,
That is a marvelous can design. I'll give him that.
it is.
It's beautiful.
Th-
Yes,
that
the
is a
rolling
great-looking
hills of
orchard
Somerset.
and everything. It looks awesome.
Yeah. I don't like how they've just. Oops.
Oh, shit. I'm not. Let me get the right scran here. Which
For some reason in this orchard, there's just 6 apples just on the ground.
very large
can
apples, the
doesn't-
size of fucking trees. Look at that. That's
That's perspective, mate. It's just really close. My can doesn't actually have those apples.
really.
I've got the trees, I've got the rolling hills and everything, but those apples are not just casually laying upon the ground. I don't have those apples. Am I drinking some knockoff Chinese bullshit here?
That just go. I'm trying to say.
Always
forward.
believe in your soul.
0 to 0. Thank you for the $5. Ahoy, hoy, Polly. Ahoy, hoy, 0. I used to
Is it
think.
ahoy?
Yeah. We got to return to ahoy, hoy instead of hello. Hello's
did.
when you're surprised, according to the British.
Oh no, that was hello. Hullo. Hello.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Or the other way around. Maybe hello was the greeting and hello was a remark of surprise. Hello? What's this? There's
Yeah,
magic in the air.
Surprised at coming across something. I still maintain the British saying that we've got to bring back isn't hello, even though it's a good one for surprise. It's capital.
Damn the Irish! No, okay, different one. Go on.
Capital.
Oh, yes.
You know, when somebody suggests a good
Done.
idea and you agree, you know what I mean?
Done.
It's like, hey, we should go get a pint. Capital. You know, that's a great saying.
That is a great set. Fucking consider it done.
I would submit a petition to restore What Ho as well. That's a good one.
What
You don't say that anymore?
Sadly not. I rarely get opportunity.
Like this,
That sucks, man.
0 to 0. Ahoy, hoy, Polly. Ahoy, hoy. I used to think cesarean used to start with the letter S. Then I looked it up in the dictionary. It was in the C-section.
Heroin. Peppermint flavored heroin.
Yeah, all right.
Come on, that was good. I mean,
All right. Fine.
Heroin. Peppermint flavored heroin.
Yo, we got a lot. Listen, M4 Sherman. We got a lot of drug stories today, so this works. Peppermint flavored heroin, indeed. So a two-parter. M4 Sherman, thank you for the $4 and the $4 again. Sup all and Brett. Just saw the movie Warfare a few days ago, and it's really good, realistic war film. Hell, one of the parts, the SEALs asked for a show of force, and a fucking F-15 flew over the street and the building about 50 feet from the ground, kicking up all the sand. One of my friends who was over there teared up at one part where the wounded were screaming in pain. Like
Jedi scum.
damn it cut him off. It's like where the wounded were screaming in pain like they did in
This
In what?
the war, I'm assuming was what followed. In the war.
In Columbine High School.
You know, I watched.
Go. You what? You didn't do anything? You just watched?
Yeah, I pulled a David Hogg.
Damn. No, you didn't,
Holy-
because you'd be in a fucking Ivy League university right now. if you
Yeah, and he didn't watch. He wasn't even there. He was bicycling to there at the time, apparently.
did. Mhm. Yeah. Saw an opportunity.
And now he ended up where all grandstanding moralistic frauds go. The DNC.
Democrats?
Yeah.
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 There you go. Hey!
Up top. Utah Steve
Well,
Dave,
because
thanks
he
for the
was cycling.
525. Almost time for 600. That's Friday, yeah. But the ratio never
Yeah.
sleeps. Smash the like button, you. Hold on. You toe-headed, Clydesdale-looking mall maggots. Bag your fence. Bag your fence? Bag your face in shame if you don't. Bag your face.
Hang your bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna bag your face. Put a paper bag
bag
over
it
your
up, man.
face. Yeah.
Bag it up.
Bag your
Take a
face
step
in
back
shame
and
if you
bag
don't.
your own face.
Yeah, Steve Dave let you know. Paper bag over your head if you haven't hit that like button. So hit that like button. Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe plastic, you know?
Still got the
Hold it
Thatcher's
down.
gold here. And let me just. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, don't be a pussy. Use a plastic bag.
Right.
Oh, and that reminds me.
Fuck you, Greta.
Sam, you want to shoot me your Streamlabs link there so I can put it in the description?
You can always say no, Sam. Don't feel bullied.
I could, but on this one occasion, I'm gonna do polyassault.
Where's the apples on my can, man? I'm feeling cheated.
Holy shit,
Well, they're in
man.
the
What's
can.
with the mega link?
It's
in the
always been
can.
long.
Oh, you sent me the link to your alert box, bro, if you look at it.
Oh shoot, you mean the actual fucking? Okay.
It's always
There we
been long.
Heroin. Peppermint flavored heroin.
It's just born that way, bro. God delivered, I signed.
Okay, so here we go. M4 Sherman. So let me continue off what he was saying. One of my friends who was there teared up at one part where the wounded were screaming in pain, like they did in real life. He was a medic and had to see how badly the IED and improvised explosive device can fuck someone up. And the movie did it almost real for him. He almost had a panic attack because of it. Holy shit. This is the movie. The movie again is simply called Warfare. That he saw. It was a really good realistic war film.
It was WrestleMania over the weekend, right, Polly? And during it, because it's a big event, it's an annual event. Now it runs over 2 days, right? And don't get me wrong, it's fucking brilliant, right? But there is a distinct crossover, a Venn diagram, if you will, of wrestling, that is wrestling fans, and people who have served in the armed forces, right? Soldiers and WWE, they just go together so well. Don't know why, but it just does. So why were there so many fucking fireworks whenever a fucking wrestler made an entrance? You would think, with that crossover, there's a lot of people getting fucking PTSD, like fucking spicy deja vu every time a fucking firework goes off inside that arena, you know?
Yeah.
The crowd was an absolute fucking slaughter.
He is his
people
own
fighting
fucking, he's his
left and
favourite
right.
audience, isn't he? Sam's just like, I'm hilarious.
I am hilarious. Have you met me? I'm a fucking delight, is what I am.
You're a goddamn hoot, you are, sir.
I am.
Every time I try and tell people I'm a delightful scamp, I get arguments. You don't get away with it either.
No. Go lovable scamp.
Lovable
that
scamp.
one, don't say delightful scamp, lovable scamp.
But interestingly, I get away with it when I say, I'm precious. I get away with that one.
Yeah, okay, I can see that happening, yeah.
So
I mean, the talking otter part didn't already sell it, That just seals the deal.
It's true. So Sam's link, his Streamlabs link is below. So apparently Frenchmen can spend money too.
Sometimes. You
Yeah.
know, when the government lets us.
Right.
Euros, though, isn't it? Blech.
Oh.
As nationalistic
Mostly
as the
euro.
French get, why wouldn't you keep the franc? The franc. You know, makes sense.
I'm not sure. I'm not.
The British kept the
understand
pound.
what
I mean, what's wrong with you?
You got that right, we did, Polly. You got that right, we did.
And the former head of the Bank of
God
England is about to
right.
become the Prime Minister of Canada. So, the Anglosphere extends again, right?
Yeah. Canada still has.
Still
That's
ours.
the beauty of it, right? Consider the fact that America gets so much shit about, people making jokes about, America should just drop the act and elect a corporation president already. Look at the actual state of Canada. Man.
You mean the country?
Well, not for long.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm all for the divide and conquer tactic that Trump seems to be applying, where it's, and Jordan Peterson forwarded the same idea. It's like, there's certain provinces of Canada that don't get along very well with the federal government. Maybe if and he's talking about like the oil possessing ones that tend to vote conservative, et cetera, et cetera. Like, yeah. People are always like, let's annex Canada. Why would you want all of it?
You just want the bits with people in it, really.
You
It's
just
about 10%.
you want the ones with the people that are most aligned with your own values that happen to be situated on top of a whole bunch of natural resources. Yeah.
Geese don't pay taxes, Polly.
Say it again.
Geese do not pay taxes.
Well, of course not. They're migratory. Where would you?
They're hopping borders all the time. Yeah. What the fuck is that about?
Well, they're the good migrants because they go home after arriving and visiting.
Yeah, but they come over, they cause fucking chaos, and they leave.
Like poop through a
They're
goose.
fucking Canadian
Like-
pikeys, mate.
It's like the English in football season.
Don't. Yeah.
So I got this on screen. So I just noticed today. This video, Do You Want to Live, on my channel?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do? Why?
I got some couple of irons in the fire,
Oh. Okay.
Want to see how shit turns out first.
Do you know what? I'm going to pocket that. The next time that comes up, it's like, who doesn't want to live? And I'll be like, yeah, I still got some dry clean to pick up.
Right? Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, because dry cleaners are just gonna like resell it and make a profit off of my demise. No, don't get me wrong. When the time comes, mate, I'll face the curtain with a bow. But at the moment, I mean, I've still got fucking 7 days until my rent's due. I'm gonna eke as much as I can out of that, Otherwise, I'll feel cheated.
Hold on, though, Drunkle. If you're facing the curtain with a bow, does that mean the audience is seeing your ass?
Yeah.
No, you bow to the
Why do you
front,
think
not to
they're
the back.
No, I like.
Why
that.
do you
I
think
like
they're
that.
applauding?
I like that. I'm gonna write that one down.
You think when
It's
people
called
are
the
walking off
prestige.
stage,
Look
they
it
should
up.
show their whole ass?
The whole ass, Polly.
Better the whole ass than the asshole.
Yeah, that's why we say don't half-ass it. That's where that comes from.
Huh.
Which means to
It's so
face the
connected.
wings.
So this video
If
is
you face the
well
wings,
on the
just
way
walk
to
off, you
being
half-ass him.
the most successful video on my channel. It's continuing to get
Really?
views week for week. Yeah. What's it?
Not
at?
even the screen that was so dark red that you think it was black. but
That's
it
right.
wasn't?
Yeah, it's out. It's past that. Do you want to
Wow.
live? And everybody has the one option. Are both now more successful than a screen so dark red you'd think it's black? This one's at 3.8 thousand views. It's at 3,800, almost ready to go over to 3,900 views, which makes it the.
God, people of the chat, you know what to do.
CTP, thank you for the $6. Ahoy, hoy, Polly. Allegedly. Welshman and
Ahoy.
Frogger. So you said allegedly.
That was a game. Oh my God, George Costanza's favorite game. Fuck.
That's right. So, ahoy, hoy to Polly, the allegedly Welshman and Frogger. Side note, Vice journalist Anna Valens is a funny and deranged individual. If you want to laugh, then they have to stop. They have the slop. They have the slop.
Got the slot.
What does that mean? I don't get
You got the goods. You got the info, the intel. You got the
Oh,
goods.
you got the slop means you got the
slop.
You got the poop, the dope, the Okay.
The good.
The
You got the
good,
good.
the good.
You got the what? You got the good.
Polly, I still reckon with the strumming elf ears there, I still think that needs a sick drum beat on it.
No, you know what? Don't tempt me. I'll do it.
Yeah, put a banging dunk on it, Polly.
All right. So this is my problem with I paint Revolutionary War minis and Warlord
That's
Games.
your problem?
No, Warlord Game. Here's my problem. Warlord Games has a bunch of other historical eras. That's how they break up the different historical wargaming that they do. So Black Powder is where it's Brit, so they don't call it the Revolutionary.
Did you put your fist in the air when you said that?
What?
Black powder. Brother.
Nice. Nice.
That took me a second.
Yeah, it
Not
did.
bad.
Yeah, it's
Not
just, yeah. It had to marinate for a moment before I clued in, or the neurons fired properly. But I mean, that's like 7 Years' War, Napoleonic War, etc. Like black powder, right? Before that's pike and shot. After that's bolt
Hell
action.
yeah.
Yeah. After that's bolt action, like World War I, World War II. But you get back far enough, and it becomes Hail Caesar. Is the name, like they give up on, like, so it's not like Sword and Shield, which you think it might be. You know what I mean? They just abandon the whole idea, and so that's where you get the war with Britannia. And it's I kind of want to do it because you get, I would love painting up like a whole legion, but you know who you're painting up on the other side? Naked blue dudes.
Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
Avatar?
No, the British warriors at the time, a lot of them were naked dudes that painted themselves from head to toe blue.
Mel Gibson?
I refuse to call them avatars. Drunkle, it's Pandorans, all right?
Oh, right,
Avatar.
because you got the good Avatar.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, yeah, fair.
And Korra's not part of it either. Screw her.
She's got a great asset, Polly. Hey, right up in it. Yeah. Fuck. I forgot. I have that donation, don't I? With the bug eyes and shit.
It's
Detective Vincent Hanna.
some of your finest work.
You got a great ass. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is easily
Great ass.
The guest is.
And then
quiet.
someone's like,
Oh, let me fix that.
Jesus Christ. That's me in that meme. Jesus Christ.
I think my favorite
Said
part
real
about
quietly in the background.
I think my favorite part about that whole cut is like when it cuts to the black fella, right, and he doesn't have the filter on his face immediately.
Yeah,
just
and then
sort
his
of
eyes
pops
just
on.
pop. Yeah.
Fucking creases me every time, man.
Yeah. He is the I forget the actor's name who's playing him. Detective Hanna's like Al Pacino's right-hand man in Heat. He does a fucking outstanding job. Like, for his small part, he's like the edgy, hard detective. And so you guys aren't Heat obsessives, and Sinatra just watched it, so it's sad that it's not here, so I can't nerd out on it. It's tragic.
I mean, you can.
Drunkle, give me a check
We're
one
all
too.
good,
I
right?
think I turned you down too much.
Do you want me to give you a loud check one too, or just a regular?
Regular.
Regular. Okay. No.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I'm just gonna clip that for far.
Yeah. It's no with a single syllable. Go figure.
Oh, instead of no.
You see, no one can do it.
Exactly.
It's a magical West Australian ability to turn the single syllable into four.
No, well, I know fucking British girls who do that for some reason. You know, like you're there with a lady friend, right? And you start having, I don't know, a tickle fight. Well, what do you do with women? I don't know anymore. And then she'd be like, and that's the noise she makes, right? She starts bubbling, she boinks, she bobbles, and everyone's laughing. Then she goes, no. What? How? Why? You come from Slough. Why did you say that one word in an Australian accent? No.
You might
Never
like
had a
this. Thank you for the
tickle fight with a woman
$2.
from Slough.
Thank you very much. You might like this because they sent me a link, so I'll check out the link and see
You
what's
did
what.
like it. One of my favorites as well is with kids when they get pissed off, they add an extra syllable instead of no. It's no. You get that's the emphasis is the were on the end. That means they mean business. No were. You don't get it the other way, do you? Yes.
Well, you do, but only like with 70s black guys wearing shades and purple suits.
All right, yeah, you got to be wearing the zoot suit. Fair enough.
And
Wrong era, man.
Yeah, the really energetic preachers as well, you know. Can I get
Oh,
me
yes,
a
sir. I have seen the light.
Now I'm just thinking, names out the butthole. I just do it. It'll never die.
God's gonna put a fire in the butthole. Mm-hmm. Classic.
Way down in the hole.
So, Drunkle, I'm formulating the new video series that I'm contemplating for my channel.
Okay.
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 I'm calling it stories you ain't be knowing, but I'ma learn you.
Oh God, I've got so many problems with that.
What? What's the problem?
I don't know. You know, like when a cat senses there's another cat and they like get all spiky and like they turn into an archway. That's
I've
how
seen
I felt
it. Yeah.
when you said that.
What was it? The non-words? The atrocious grammar? What was it?
I just take a big scoop there, buddy. Do you know, right, so I remember like having dinner at my grandfather's, right? I said something to my mum, and she replied, incredulous, "What? For serious?" And I went, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" In front of my goddamn grandfather as well, right?
I don't think I've had I've had a reaction like that since I heard the expression "super serial."
Oh,
Guys, I'm being super serial. As in super serious.
No.
Is it Bad Bear Pig? Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Man Bear Pig from South Park. Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Super serial.
Understand your sauce, Sam. As a French cook, you should appreciate that.
Man, fuck the sauce.
I
Good steak don't need no sauce.
I disagree.
No, you need it. You need it. Good steak don't need no sauce, sir.
Duly noted. Writing that one down and all.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down. Extra syllable to, you know,
Now-
drive home the point.
Here's the thing,
For dramatic
Drunkle.
flair.
Sam and I have talked about this a number of times, like not on streams, but it's come up a number of times. One of our favorite videos that you probably shouldn't say on stream, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it anyway. This was presented as nightmare cringe the fuck out material, but I was like, what's the problem? This girl took a steak, beautiful, beautiful cut of, finely aged beef, and popped it in a toaster.
No!
Yeah, and cooked it for a few seconds, dropped it on a plate with all of its juices and whatnot, then covered it in steak sauce, and then
God, no!
cut it with like a shitty butter knife, and then took a big bite while staring at the camera, like with this look where she was just, what's the problem? I don't see
She was corrupting something so pure, and I was so erect.
Yeah, that is like molesting baby Jesus in the manger, man.
Holy shit. No, I think it's a little different. What the hell?
I think it's a couple of stages below
Yeah,
that.
It was a different era, guys.
I was thinking more along the lines of strangling a pure white dove. Not quite
Yeah,
molesting
what
the
the-
baby Jesus.
Why'd you have to bring up the bird's colour? Well, that made it worse. You could have just said dove.
Yeah.
Why
It
and
raises
toaster?
everything, right?
Because
It's just a grill.
yeah, it's a vertical grill. What's the problem?
I'm all right with like the toaster bit. Okay, look, sometimes you got to improvise. I get it. And you never know, that shit could come up. That could be real. You don't know. That could be real. But then we'll never know because it was just covered in steak sauce afterwards. Yeah, I mean, look, you wouldn't download a house. You wouldn't air fry
No.
a steak.
I would.
You'd air fry a steak?
I'd dishwasher sous vide a steak. I don't care.
You'd fucking what?
Dishwasher sous vide.
Yeah.
Sorry, sous vide.
You'd fucking what?
You heard me. And
Baby Jesus is crying.
and I stand by it.
You made
I mean,
baby
that's not
Jesus
my original suggestion. People have done that.
Yeah, well, let them. But you are a man of class.
Well, I don't appreciate sous videing to begin with. So, I'd blue rare a steak with a cigarette lighter.
Yeah. I cook a steak under a heated argument.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let my burning glare fucking flash fry a steak.
You walk it past the kitchen.
Yeah. I'll stare at it intently and give it a sear.
No sauce. You don't need sauce on a good steak. Ruined by the sauce, sir.
How would you dishwasher
about
sous
good
vide a
sausage?
steak? Well, you'd seal it up inside of a waterproof bag, as is the method, and then put it on a high heat sanitary setting and just let it run.
It says that's a boil in the bag steak.
Well, isn't all sous vide?
You wouldn't download a house. You wouldn't boil a steak.
Is it really boiling if the water doesn't come into contact with the meat?
Yeah, because it's boiling a bag.
Yeah, hence the bag. Yeah, it's boiling the bag that contains the steak. Meat shouldn't be in a toaster. Well, I admit you've kind of like dedicated your toaster at that point. Though the next toast you make is gonna be uncommonly delicious.
God, yeah. At that point, Darren, the meat is not a toaster; it is a grill.
Yeah, this is it, right? Meat shouldn't be in the toaster. Oh, all right, and you shouldn't use a knife as a screwdriver. Who hasn't done that?
Right.
Yeah, all right, I've done that. Yeah.
You know, it speaks volumes that Drunkle's level of sacrilege doesn't apply to saying the most horrific thing you can think of in terms of the incarnate word and our Lord and Savior in a crib, but the steak. Blasphemy! Like, it just really...
Polly, do you want a really terrible...
Just wound me up a bit, mate, you know?
Do you want a really terrible Easter joke, Polly?
Yeah, actually.
Do you hear that Jesus was a big hit with the ladies?
Okay.
I mean, Mary Magdalene, I guess, was, yeah.
Yeah. He is risen. There you go.
Yeah, that was like, really? This is...
Are you glad you invited him on now, Polly?
No.
Are you glad?
Look, it was for the Zoomers. It was for the Zoomers in chat. They appreciate it. They love that word.
Did they?
Risen.
Hey, chat, did you appreciate that?
It was for the
Zoomers,
Zoomers. This is Sam over here.
Yeah.
Chat,
Look, I'm
is
trying to
this
be
guest
inclusive,
serious?
Polly.
I just...
Is this real? Is he real? Is he for real?
I submit a petition to America to we need to change the pronunciation. It's not Ohio, it's Oyo.
It's actually pronunciation.
Actually, the funniest Easter-esque reference that I've heard recently is when I rewatched Body of Lies with Leonardo DiCaprio, the
actor, yeah.
Well, the actor, but the shit. I'm trying to remember the director. Guy directed Gladiator. Fuck. Not Tony Scott. Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott.
That was Aliens, mate.
Yeah, same guy.
There were no aliens in Gladiator. Although, my God.
Okay, first of all, that wasn't Aliens. It was Alien that Ridley Scott directed. Aliens was James Cameron.
Look, it's still pronunciation, Sam. All right?
Is it though? Is it though?
I go with pronunciation.
Yes.
Is it though?
Pronunciation is what people say who also say schedule.
Yeah, fuck those people, man.
Those are drums, yeah.
And harassment.
And medicine.
We must conduct the workers back to the factory. We are running behind schedule.
Fucking steak air fryers, a lot of them, mate.
What's the actor who played Gladiator? He played the titular Gladiator.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. So Russell Crowe's in this movie, along with Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. And
right.
Ooh.
It's Steve Dave once more, actually. Thank you very much, Steve Dave, for the 450 and a stray bird strut. Says, I was going to give Sam $3, but we desperately need Tico to heal us of that shit joke. But it's that question. We're doing bingo on episode 600. Well, I mean, that's going to be down to Sinatra as he's hosting. This is episode 599. Episode 600 coming in your face, or indeed on your face, this Friday on the Silent Sin channel. So that'll be up to him, mate. Look, I can get a bingo card together. Maybe we'll see how he feels. Let me know what kind of shit you would like to see on those squares, Steve Dave. Thank you very much for the 450.
Woo! Yeah, so the hey, Kefki's in chat. Hey, Kefkers.
Go fuck yourself, Kefki.
Russell Crowe's talking to Leonardo DiCaprio. He orders him to do some evil shit, deployed in the field. And he's like, I don't know if I really want to do that. He's like, You're on the wrong side of the cross, buddy. I need nailers, not hangers.
Well, that's nice.
I was like, damn, Russell
good.
Crowe. That's cold.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, that's a good fucking line. Holy shit.
That's good. Wait, so he needs Jews? What?
I'm leaving that.
I'm dancing on the line, Drunkle. Don't you worry.
I'm pretty sure those were Romans, but okay. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Roman Jews.
Roman
In the desert for 40 years.
Yeah, you know.
That
was all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket that.
See,
that's
you
pretty.
see,
That's
that's
pretty good.
that's-
That's a little.
So that's the art, right? You got to lay down like 3 or 4 really shit ones, and then you just give an all right one, and everyone loves it.
It's called a warm up. You know.
That's called
You
my
got it,
entire
man.
shtick.
All right, who wants some
Yeah, good
snooze?
stuff. Yes.
Because we gotta
Who wants
get
snooze?
we gotta keep it tight. We gotta keep it clean. We gotta keep it lean because we gotta get out of here on
Can I
time.
keep it clean?
No,
Mr. Clean.
After I just said baby Jesus got molested in the manger.
Don't
now we
repeat
gotta
it.
Keep it clean. Because it was we 3 queens. You know, obviously they were there for a reason.
help me understand this. You don't want me saying fag on your stream, but you'll come on my stream and say shit like that. Help me understand.
Well, because YouTube ain't taking no one's channel down for what I said, but they are for what you say.
Well, it tells us.
And that's the problem in America.
Yeah. You can't say faggot. You can't say stone lickers. But oh yeah, say whatever you want. I mean, that tells us who's. You want to know who rules over you. Who can you make fun of?
Baby Jesus.
The Romans.
Uh-huh.
And the Roman. Yeah. What have they ever done for us?
Right, building fucking straight roads. They all go to one place. What's that all about?
Yeah, all roads were just bendy and twisty before the Romans, weren't they?
Right, it was exciting. You weren't quite sure where you were gonna, They could be the next town just behind that hill, or it could be, woodlands full of bandits wearing ties. You don't know.
Get
Red
even,
ties.
Polly. Don't encourage me, surgical. That's not. Don't do that.
Don't get even. No, don't get even.
Okay, boom. So this was the article that you might like. This just sent me. So the Florida man convicted of impersonating a cop arrested for doing it again. Deputies say.
Holy shit! Is this Drunkle's American cousin?
Drunken gardener. If you got arrested for impersonating a cop and you're gonna do it a second time, then the time you should do it. Ooh, get it? Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Now look at that footwork. Woo!
Give it a spin.
And
Give it
the
a
back
spin.
step.
Finish it off.
Get
Pope's
the
dead, Polly.
Well, he's not just my Pope.
Pope's dead.
That's okay. There'll be another one. There has been for like 2,000 years. It's not going to end anytime soon.
Yeah,
Steady
they're like-
onslaught of popes. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. There's always more in the woodwork, isn't there? Ready to show
They're
themselves.
like London buses, Drunkle. Wait 30 minutes, another one comes along.
We've got to wait more than 30 minutes, mate.
Well, yeah, I mean these days.
Kind of explains how it got to be the oldest institution in human history. Think about it. Gamer Valine, thank you for the 1050. Okay, now, I don't feel bad about that meme I sent. Holy venom. Meme you sent.
That was quite good. I did appreciate that one. Thank you, Steve Dave, for the $3. He says, all right, for entry, that was good. Put down the white flag. You went, I will not put down the white flag. It's got my name on it. And if you know anything about my country, you put down anything for 5 minutes and some fucker will steal it.
This, yeah. Far was the first one to send me this, and yeah, it's good. It just, hold on. Open link. Do it.
Oh, get a load of this, Drunkle. This is right up your alley, mate.
I remember what Far first said this. Yeah, this is damn funny.
Seems like the next step in you remember the one I sent you where it was what was the last pope's name again? Polly, I forget. Or epithet, I should say.
What? I'm sorry, I just
The last pope's taken name. What was it?
Benedict. The 14th.
Was it Benedict?
Yeah.
Right. You remember the one the meme I sent you where it's Pope Benedict coming down the stairs from a plane, and then it's just got the Dark Souls boss bar at the bottom.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
This is the next step from that.
Hold your fire! This isn't black. What?
It's M4 Sherman, my tank man, for $10. Thank you very much, dude. Says, watch. I'm gonna make make the Brit say the N-word in 3, 2, 1. No. Wait, you actually thought I would type in that N-word? You're fucking retarded if you thought that. Thank you, M4 Sherman. I wouldn't dare say that on someone else's channel, which is why Polly is happy to say what he wants to say on this channel. Because it is his.
Well, yeah. You know, I'm on a not too speedy speed run to see how long it can be before I collapse entirely. You know, we'll get there.
Your channel or physically?
The channel.
Ah, okay.
And
So
then physically,
it's still good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No, I
From
think
what I know of you,
Sam
physically
and
is
I
likely to happen first.
I think Sam and I rapid fired back and forth there a little confusingly. Sam was like, "What was the Pope's epithet prior to this one?" I think meaning prior to Pope Francis, who just passed away. It would be Pope Benedict. And he said, "Yeah, there was a meme that he sent me of him walking down a flight of stairs from an airplane, and it had the Dark Souls power bar at the bottom or life bar at the bottom, and it was a good joke." So he was referencing Benedict. I think we inside baseball talked that one through, and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you two talking about?"
I should probably dig the meme out, right?
Yeah.
I was
that
with
would be
you.
helpful.
Pope Benedict, the one who looked like a game show host.
Yeah, never has such a Pope Palpatine. You're not wrong. Never has such a nice guy looked so not nice. Like his
Palpatine.
Yeah, like sunken eyes. Like it's hard to ignore. He looks like he's got hit by his own finger lightning blasts, and it's like, no, he just looks that way. He was actually a fantastic guy. You know what I mean?
I mean, he was a pope. Like it's you got to have a modicum of goodness. I suppose.
For
This one was pretty
95%
cool,
of the time, that's true. The occasional Borgia slipped in, but other than that,
Oh God, right, fucking Rodrigo. Fuck that guy, man. Ugh, I hate him. The Spaniard. Oh, what a prick.
Right. Fucking Spaniards.
I hate all the Borgias, actually. Lucretia, Rodrigo, fuck them all. Glad they're
Cesare.
dead.
Plenty of people did fuck Lucretia. That's half the problem.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes it's fun to say Roman
Horrible
names, right? As I understand it, no soft C's. They're all hard C's. There's no S noise when you see C's. They're all K. So,
it's easy.
yeah,
An email.
so Cicero, we're saying that very wrong. It would be
Hicaro.
It would be
Cicero.
Yeah, like Cicero, as I get it. Again, but I'm not fluent in the way Latin was pronunciated then. But you get when you hear that, it's like people say like Caesar Borgia, and it's like actually it's Cesare Borgia, I guess would have been the way that you would have said it. Confusing.
Oh, that's
It's actually like
Italian, so Cesare.
Khazarian section.
But direct reference to the name, so it's like, how was it said in his own time? I don't know. Fascinating
Kez
figure
is
though,
Spanish.
because of his whole association with Machiavelli, using him as a reference constantly in The Prince.
Keza Sose.
I have yet to fail
Sounds
on
like
this. Here's a hint to sound like a smart guy. Okay.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
When somebody brings up Machiavelli, ask them, really, what do you think what Machiavelli had to say about Borgia?
They were not friends.
Yeah, if they don't have an answer, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's a sure
Well, I mean,
because he
they don't have an
references him
answer.
constantly throughout The Prince. He is his go-to example for what to do, what not to do, et cetera, et cetera. And so it's just
If they don't
I
have
have
an
yet to
answer,
fail
they
with
never
that. It's
played
like,
a
have you even read The Prince, bro?
Have you ever played Assassin's Creed, mate?
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
You ever seen a man eat his own head?
I have.
Have you?
I have. Yeah, he was very flexible.
Was.
Mm.
Have you ever heard a man be able to crack his knuckles every 30 seconds? I did last week. Until the lady sitting beside him, who was apparently a stranger, said, "Can you stop that?"
I
lady's
appreciate
got
that woman
balls.
right there, man.
That's right. Holy shit.
I
She's a stone cold killer, mate.
when somebody does that and you wanted to, but you didn't, I think you are socially obligated to turn around and either say thank you or give them a nod of nice.
I mean, that was very politely done as well. I wouldn't even say anything. I wouldn't even look at him, right? I would just put my hand on his knuckles and just like shake my head while still not looking at him.
Be like the fucking video meme where there's a purple pig that the guy's squeezing, puts his hand over his face, and then goes, no. And then the Dark Souls Sith fight music plays. That's the one you want.
And then Pope Benedict comes down the stairs.
Exactly.
Actually, you know what? It's not quite at the level of the guy who pipe pwned me in traffic. Remember that, Drunkle?
Yeah.
What?
Sam, I'm losing my mind
yeah.
in traffic. I'm pissed off as hell. I'm trying to make it back to my place in time for AAA. So I'm driving up, and this guy was driving fucky, like half the speed limit. And we're coming up, and I'm like, I didn't realize that his window was open. So I'm like yelling and cussing, like, these stupid fucking cocksuckers, like this fucker beside me, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized that he didn't have an extremely clean window. His window was just rolled the fuck down. So he heard every word I said. And he's looking at me. No expression on his face, just stone face staring at me. Then all of a sudden, this hand slowly rises up, and he's got a pipe in his hand, and he just bites the stem and continues to stare at me. And
oh shit! He won that argument.
Yes, he did. I knew right then and there I had been owned. He won. It was just whoa.
I read ages ago, it was a tweet. I mean, my grandfather used to blow kisses at people when they would rage at him when he was driving.
I entirely believe that.
But yeah, right. He was a tough guy. He goes like, "You gotta know you can take him, though, Millis."
Oh yeah.
You know? Don't be doing that to just anyone. But I read a tweet ages ago. It was a woman going, "My husband has reported that instead of when driving, people tend to flip the bird, put the middle finger up at each other all the time. He just gives them a thumbs down, and it seems a lot more devastating than anything else you can do with one hand. Little thumbs down, maybe a slight shake of the head, and just go about your day. They're going to be thinking about you for months."
I'm picturing that. You know what? I think that's
it's not
true.
quite at the level of the pipe own, but just to like put your hand over and just don't even look at them. Just, I get it. Like, just close your eyes and shake your head. No.
It's an air of disappointment that you got to give here instead of anger, you know? Whereas the guy with the pipe, just like, he was looking at you going like, I'm not even judging you right now. Like, I'm not even going to tell this story when I get home. You are nothing.
It's like he's like his British explorer out on the savannah for the first time, and here we see another wild species misbehaving most cruelly. Something like that.
All right, so we're gonna
the indignity of the species.
I believe we were gonna do snooze. Again, our super chat links are below, and also if you feel like supporting, hit that like button, and you can retweet the twit over on X with my excerpt announcing the show is going live, and boom, take a look at this.
What the fuck? What is it?
It's a children's toy. See, there's like a small, one of the button batteries, one of the small disc batteries inside, and it causes that face to light up. And that when you shake this thing, it's a child's toy. It measures 6.5 centimeters across, and this guy showed up in emergency room, was shoved up his ass.
Yeah, of course. I should have known it was that stuff. Should have known. Yeah.
That explains the discoloration.
Yeah, we're not going to be looking at that again.
Why didn't I have an unhappy face on it now?
Yeah.
What's the genius way they removed the toy from his backside here?
So from EMS days, I actually
pull his asshole.
Yeah, I actually know the way that they do that. It's with a chemical relaxant for the sphincter, and then slowly withdraw said foreign object.
I'll just feed him 3 cans of baked beans, wait half an hour, and then punch him in the gut.
Yeah. So I mean,
wring him out like a sponge.
What's great about this story? Well, it's not really nothing, but it's like an unnamed man who was 62 years old was given a minor colonoscopy, which found a higher than normal blood flow in the area, as well as a swelling of the mucous membrane, because that was up his butt.
Because of that.
Doctors also found bleeding in the rectum. There's the X-ray. Look at that shit. Look at that.
Good Lord. Let me guess, he slipped and fell.
Oh yeah, fell on it. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's this. Do we really need the colonoscopy
We
picture of
did
it?
not need.
Well, no,
this
because
at
like the
all.
doctors are like, Houston, we have a problem. You ain't gonna believe what we're seeing right here. I like the the writing on the top right of the image as well. Is just no.
Reflecting our feelings entirely.
No, I've never been stuck in that position. It probably used to be an EMT. Yeah, I went through the whole practicum.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was
Poor
just,
choice of words, mate.
yeah.
That's normally what you find inside assholes, isn't it?
Practicum? What's the problem? What does that mean to you?
The foreign,
Spell it out.
anorectal foreign object insertion followed by any variant of cum.
There you go.
Just
Thank
as-
you.
Oh, are
Thank you,
you thinking
foreigner.
like proctoral? Like you're going in that way? Like
Always.
okay. I guess it's like no. It just means like the on-site training, practical.
Yeah, but you said come.
I guess
And I and a great many people in chat are, mentally 12.
Yeah.
I'm not naming
Remember,
any
guys,
names, Kefki.
You can't spell rectum without cum.
Yeah, So I mean, it's the listing of the other things that were going on that doctors in said emergency room, like the same emergency room, had also removed, including deodorant cans, lighter fluid bottles, coffee jars, even a whole orange.
What?
And my personal
half-
favorite, you ready for this? My personal favorite. A 40-year-old man even claimed he accidentally slipped directly onto a pestle while cooking Malaysian food. Sure you did.
What? A whole orange? What they got to spell? A whole orange? I think half an orange would be worse, wouldn't it? Because of like the acidy juice coming out as your rectum slowly gives up.
Yeah.
You'd prefer a whole orange. At least an aubergine is, that's got the shape.
Now, it's funny you
Start
say that.
off with a carrot. A carrot.
Because in the very
any
next...
vegetable with any vegetable with a flared base.
There was also an egg, an aubergine, an axe handle.
Right. An axe handle?
Yeah. A what?
Just the handle.
Nice. It's an exhaust port. A small exhaust port right below the main port.
Just like the simulations, eh, kid?
They're not much bigger than 2 meters.
Like if I was a
Yes, I am,
proctologist,
sir.
if I was a
Ask any girl I've
proctologist,
known.
if I was a proctologist with student doctors, that I would be finding every excuse to use that line.
Butt
Just like
jokes
the
a go-go,
simulations.
innit? It's got to be.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You would find them exhausting.
Hmm. And I'd laugh at all of them. That's the best
Of
part.
course. Yeah.
I'm starting to question why I decided to tune. Well, I hear you. We're gonna move on. I started with the story so we wouldn't have to. What?
Because there was right. So you got an egg, an aubergine, an axe handle, a sports drink bottle, and then you missed the last one, which is the best.
The bottle
a
of
homemade
Baraka.
object fashioned from an empty tube of Baraka tablets with a spray nozzle on the end. This guy went fucking MacGyver on his ass. He added the spray nozzle on the end. Why? No one knows.
Far
he said
Far
is
had
he
to
fell
tell me
on it.
yesterday what the hell Baraka tablet or Baraka, whatever tablets were. I had no idea.
It's
You've been on a really good day.
An effervescent tablet that you can put in water, which distributes vitamins into your hydrating drink.
Yeah,
It's
I was
hangover cure,
I was
basically,
like,
Polly.
so like for the American mind, it would be like a plop plop fizz fizz for Gatorade,
Cool of that.
basically.
Cool of that.
Anyway, they come in a big tube, a big aluminum tube, and this guy had taken one of these things and fashioned it for
Fashioned is the word, yeah.
yeah, for untoward purposes. How about we leave it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the spray nozzle?
I have no idea.
What was
We
going on
all
there?
know what the spray nozzle was for, lads. Let's not
Because
even...
it says
Stop the
because the
cap.
Baraka tablets are going to effervesce,
Yeah,
and the tube will expand, possibly.
he wanted to use it as a pipe cleaner, and I'll leave it at that.
Ah, right, the old homemade.
Yeah, what womp rats? I used to blast them in my
It's
T16. Boom. Idaho man suffers third-degree burns and is in a coma after a freak accident. I'm dying. Please help me.
I mean, there's clearly the invisible man there led in that bed.
Oh,
So
I mean, that's a hell of a
I'm just
headline.
related.
To be followed by the subheadline, he just freaking flew. The man's partner recalled of the incident. So you might ask what landed this man in this position.
Yeah.
That's
This is
me.
the Barack
You're
Tuesday.
probably
Tuba
wondering how I
Barocca.
ended up here.
And a spray nozzle.
This man, this is tragic. Okay. The guy was having a fire in his backyard and was trying to make some s'mores, and it went badly.
Why did you say some more?
I don't know. I was hoping you were going to let it go, but, you know, forlorn hope.
There's an apostrophe there. You're supposed to put a little
S'mores.
No, but I mean, because it's small, but it is like it's the contraction of some more.
Thanks, Weebo.
Small, right? No, but hey, as an Englishman, right? You should be high-fiving me right now, like, yo, what's up? Bit of culture in your life. But why did you say? Why do you call them summers?
No, I don't know why I did it. That's why I said I was hoping you were just going to let it go, but no, I guess not. Let's put a spotlight on it.
This is me letting it go.
Okay. So, Buddy was trying to make some.
I won't talk about it no more.
Cool. Buddy's trying to make some s'mores, and
You leave the Submariner out of this.
he went and got a gasoline can. And at some point, the gasoline can lit fire and exploded, and that was that.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
stop.
that'll get you.
No,
Look,
this is
look,
him,
just
and
because
his
you've got-
total, like, I mean, this guy, 25 years
one is-
old, big
which one is
strapping
he?
dude. He's the guy on the left.
Oh, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guy on the right is his woman after the fact who started a GoFundMe, even though he has complete and total health insurance because he's a United States Postal Service worker and had health insurance outside, like private health insurance as well as insurance through work. And she started a GoFundMe to cover her basic expenses.
Hers.
Yeah.
Okay, but look, she's clearly a rather attractive young woman. All right, she's obviously very high maintenance.
What's
I
your-
mean,
what-
7 out of 10. He is punching above his weight, like before the explosion. But still, like, you know, you ain't walking through hot coals for it, or dragging your face along hot coals for it. What are her personal expenses? Does it?
Well, eyelashes alone have got to be running a couple hundred a month.
Oh,
So I mean,
you know.
here's her rendition of events.
Right.
He went to start the fire, and then he realized we didn't have any fire starter, so he just grabbed the can of gas that we have. Kimberly said after she recalled it to the outlet. Explain.
Such a Kimberly. My God.
Explaining that the gas can then exploded while Thompson, 25, was holding it. She added, "It's not something that we expected. His whole body went back, and his arms and legs went out. He just freaking flew."
It's not something you expected when you pour gasoline onto an open flame. You didn't expect that?
Yeah, it gets better. According to
You should expect
her,
that.
he had an intense reaction to the incident. Robert was rolling on the.
Yeah.
That is what we're going to try to do.
Okay, hold on.
I think everyone would have an intense reaction to that, right?
Jeremy, thank you for the 350. And just said, "Thanks, Weebo," with disdain. You won't need her to explain the Mean Girl jokes. We're gonna watch Mean Girls tomorrow night, so yeah.
No,
So you
I
just-
wouldn't drunkle. I'd sit there watching the man, you know, burning all over his entire body and just put my pipe in my mouth and shake my head.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
the
I'd do.
male version of Mean Girls.
Well,
Mm.
wait till you hear her reaction. Okay, so she sees him go down and says he has an intense reaction. Robert was on the ground rolling, screaming for his life. He was just screaming, "Please help me! Please, I'm dying! Please help me!" She said to the outlet. I mean, that's a great reminiscence of events, right?
She went, hold on, let me get this to my Insta stories.
Yeah. Well,
They're gonna
she
selfie.
added that Thompson managed to get his jacket off his body. He managed to get his jacket off his body while she ran into the house to get water.
They didn't have a fire bucket nearby.
She was thirsty.
What was she going to carry it out in? A coffee mug? She was going to go to the
Yeah.
tap and like, was she going to run out with the water cooler bottle? What was she going to do? She ran to the house to get water. Like if the guy
You
hit
gotta
the
wait. Even if you got a bucket, you gotta wait for the bucket to fill up. Like, hold on, love, I'll be out in a second.
right, and a
Roll,
neighbor
roll.
calls 911. I mean, take off your own shirt and pat him out. If the guy's already hit the ground, it's good he's not like a running torch. That's a good thing. But take what if you just have a t-shirt, take your t-shirt off and help put out the flames.
It's the thing though, Polly, and this is I'm talking from experience here, right? When it comes to fire, people tend to panic a lot.
Yeah.
I have seen, like, when I worked in a kitchen, a frying pan caught fire, and I was actually the worst for it. Like, one guy knew exactly what to do. You know, turn the heat off, soak a dish towel, and put that over the top. Right. The worst thing you can do is throw water on it. Now, look, I didn't do that. I didn't do any of what you're supposed to do. I didn't go to throw water on it. What I did do was kind of go like walk a little bit to the right and then walk a little bit to the left as I changed my mind and go, no, actually, I should do this. And then and what I did for all that time was fuck all. When it comes to fire, people panic like hell. In Kimberly's defense.
I thought you were going to say, I ran from the kitchen screaming like Kermit the Frog with my hands over my head.
Because that would have been a decision, right? And I would have stuck by that. Absolutely. I made zero. I just kind of like, if I get a couple of steps to the left, like, oh, no, wait, actually, no, I shouldn't. And a couple of steps to the right. I did fuck all. Because I was going, I'll grab, wait, no, I should do this. Oh, no, actually, I should be doing it. And all the while, shit's burning. That's what happens.
You encapsulated it perfectly in a phrase there, Drunkle, actually. You objectively know what it is that you're supposed to do. You just can't make the decision.
Happening, yeah. But when it's go time, mate.
It's weird that. Who programmed that in the brain?
I think that's just still a very caveman reaction to an open flame, or at least a flame that's getting out of control. You got to act fast. And when it's not right now, we all know what to do. But when it happens, honestly, guys, seriously, your brain turns to mush. All you know is bad.
That's why you need to train. You got to train your body. You got to train your mind.
Look at this poor bastard.
And your brain.
Never surrender. All right, cue the training montage.
Go!
I'm hearing Hearts on Fire from Rocky 3.
Dim.
No. Let Sam do his montage music. Come on, carry on.
Dim. Do. It's Eye of the Tiger, mate. Every training montage has got to be Eye of the Tiger. It's wrong if you
Eye
don't.
of the Tiger, Sam?
Yeah.
Was it because it sounded like a fucking a bassy version that was going to lead into like fucking Donald Glover rapping over the top of it there?
What? What's Donald Glover got to do with this?
Yeah, when Don Glover comes up, it's time to move on. So, Manzou's over the funniest DUI arrest you'll ever see. Watch. Actually, the video doesn't play very well, but there is one hilarious thing that it comes down to. The cops at one point asked him if he had any bombs on him.
You got any bombs?
Why?
Got any bombs?
They got increasingly desperate over their interrogation of this guy, and unfortunately for them, they had their body cams on. And the whole thing's recorded. It turns out he wasn't drunk at all, but they were subjecting him to like roadside sobriety tests, walk the line, touch your nose with your eyes closed, etc. And after he had passed all that, they could do. So where are you coming? Where are you coming from again? And where are you headed? And it's like the 5th time they've asked him. You know what I mean? And it's like, what are you guys just really intent on taking this guy to jail? What the fuck? Like it just keeps going on and on. And he starts roasting them, like making fun of them. Like, man, you guys got a slow night. What the hell's going on? Are your quotas low? Like he started, making smart ass comments, and then one of the cops says, "Do you have any bombs on you?" That's when you know they're out of fucking options when they start asking.
I mean, if you say no?
Only this interview.
The only thing you can say to that is yes, and then go and hope they go back,
No, never tell a cop you got a bomb on you if they ask. Just never confirm. Hey, guess what? Dead whale washed up. There, that's the story.
Brilliant. Let's go. Yeah. Come on.
It just.
What are we going to do about this, Polly? You got any bombs on you?
Here's the video, by the way.
These sick fucks.
Why is it not doing anything?
The video is just this. It's 5 minutes of just this, of just people walking around and just.
I'm completely compelled right now.
Clearly, these people have never seen the video. You should not walk this close to a dead whale that's on a beach.
What I want to know is, are these the Almeida dead whale response team people?
Why are they holding hands?
Well, their hands are just close, but they might be a lesbian couple. I don't know.
That's a they love whales.
Did it explode? No. It just washed up. It's the 5th one to wash up in the past few months, and they're like,
you could roll that back in because that's not a big whale.
Well, it's kind of dead.
Like in whale terms, that is not a big whale.
No, it's not. It's not a whale of a whale. But
I think you could roll that back in.
I feel like there's a Family Guy sketch involving a forklift here somewhere down the line.
Yeah,
Trying to push it back into the water.
Yeah, you get enough people, you could roll that back in.
Why are you guys trying to, like, what, more chum for the whales?
We're trying to solve a problem, Polly.
Yeah, roll it onto a big sheet, like a big tarpaulin, right? I think that's what you got to do first, right? And then you get people to drag the tarpaulin, because the tarpaulin should, slide over the sand more easily.
What the hell's a tarpaulin?
Yeah. It's like a big sheet, but it's made of tarp material. You know, a tarp.
A tarp. Why didn't you just say a tarp?
Because tarp is short for tarpaulin.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What is the British education system doing to you people?
Sam, it is really difficult streaming with foreigners sometimes, man. I'm glad
it
you're
really
here.
is. Trust me, I do it all the time.
This Anglo-Franco alliance is disturbing me. You guys are supposed to be traditional enemies. What's happening?
Yeah, but there's an American involved. That's about it.
My country wouldn't exist if it weren't for your assistance during our formational war, Sam.
I know, and like abusive parents, right?
Flip it.
Like
no one let him forget he said that. No one.
When in doubt, C4. Yeah.
No,
No, God, please, no.
Parents.
Yeah, you know what, Gary, I am still so pissed at the people that fucking. That's the only hard strike I've ever received, and all the fuckery I've done online. The only time is
exploding whale.
Yeah, exploding whale, and it wasn't even by the original film. It was by somebody who purchased the footage and then went around. Why didn't you just claim the AdSense revenue off of my channel or whatever? Why would you hard strike people for it? I don't. What litigious nonsense.
Peter, mate.
Maybe it was somebody that had just been sent that clip so many times and it really traumatized them, so they decided to get mad petty with it and just, buy the footage, copyright it through YouTube's whatever bullshit system to try and get as many instances of it taken down as possible.
I mean, that said, are you sure you want to show a dead whale on your stream, Polly? They seem to be out to get you.
I wonder.
I don't get it. They're right. Tarpaulin is short for that. Okay. Drunkle, how would you feel if every time you said pub, I went public house?
I would look at you and then just put the stem of my pipe in my mouth and carry on about my day.
I would go a step further than that. I would put my pipe in my mouth and nod.
You give a nod?
Agreement. Yeah.
He's nodding. I mean, because it is a public house, yeah.
Yeah. I would recognize your elevated class, Polly. I would.
It would show that you know what you're talking about, if anything, Polly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think, you're all right. Yeah. You get a curt nod.
I would go here as a man who has clearly read The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli.
It's Niccolo, Sam. Niccolo.
No, but that's short for Nicholas. Just like tarp is short for tarpaulin.
I was listening
to. This is how you really fuck with Polly.
Fuck you. Machiavelli's one of the most misunderstood guys ever.
Are you sure? Why do you say Machiavelli and not Mac for short? Like you have a problem with big words, it seems.
Nicky Mac.
Yeah, I mean, I called.
Mac.
You say that I called him Nicky Mac one time. You should have seen the fucking looks I got. Holy shit!
Do you get that if you could refer to William Shakespeare as Billy Shakes?
Yeah, no, you would. That's like a joke, right? And that's fine. That's just having fun with history sort of thing. But when I said Nicky Mac, that was not well received, man.
You see,
I wish I was there for that. It sounds amazing.
You say that, Drunkle, but for a little while, my writing pseudonym was Billy Shiverpike. I thought it was clever. It wasn't, but I thought it was.
Did you think it was clever?
Yeah.
How was Pike? You a good writer, Sam?
No.
Apparently not.
No. Have you seen the scripts for Nwaba?
Now, we've had some trouble with DUIs. Drunkle, you know what I'm talking about.
That's driving under influence.
Yeah. Sorry, we're drinking and driving, but of golf carts specifically.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yeah. You say trouble. I mean, all I've seen is solutions.
I mean, here's this. Oh, hold on, reload. Having trouble with this.
That's
website.
mighty continental of you, Drunkle.
Yeah, well.
This guy, if you can believe it, got into.
Look at the fucking state of that.
Jesus Christ.
It's entirely a visual joke. So if we're in your pocket right now and you're listening, you got to see this guy's mugshot because it just sells the whole thing, man. This guy was arrested for a DUI incident with like driving under the influence, drinking, driving, crash with a golf cart, and of course happened in Florida. I mean, people must just be dune buggying all over Florida, drunk out of their minds in golf carts because Drunkle, it keeps happening. Look at this guy.
He's always in the same place. Yeah.
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man.
That's one of my favorite sub $5 donations, man. I love it. Gamerly, thank you for the 450. Machiavelli lived in a time when the nobility had fancy collars. It's true. The poof collar and the puffy shirt were really big back then.
Yeah, fashion's wild, isn't it? Like the ruff that Shakespeare. I mean, that famous picture of Shakespeare with his stupid fucking writer's collar right there.
Yeah,
looks like a cat who's recently had stitches.
Looks like the rearing lizard pope picture, kind of. Which
Yeah. What the fuck was that? You can't tell me that was ever. And like, what fashion we got now, right? Okay, so big lips and Stanley cups, and that still isn't as bad as the Shakespeare ruff. Just never bring that back. They say fashion's cyclical, but let's leave that one in the past, shall we?
So this guy at the seasoned age of 23 is arrested on multiple charges after getting in a drinking and driving incident with a golf cart crashing into it. They found him hiding behind a home.
Just a home.
Yeah, after a crash with a golf cart, according to the police report. The crash involving the vehicle and a golf cart happened Monday at 5:45 p.m. It's never in the middle of the night. It's always in broad daylight that this is happening.
Oh, no. I mean, sometimes it's like 4 a.m.
Oh, you can't drive a golf cart at night, Polly. They ain't got no headlights.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I mean, I remember last stream, I showed you some of the souped up golf carts and mobility scooters that people have. They got windscreens and everything. They're great.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to get a bug in your eye when you're driving around Walmart, do you?
Now, and not to be outdone, this didn't involve a golf cart, but it did involve a postal worker. Okay. So this lady, Katie Lynn, right here. Okay.
Right.
Oh, that is a not very flattering photo.
Yeah, I'm sure
I mean,
it's not her best picture nor her best day in Melbourne, Florida. So it's not Melbourne. It really is Melbourne because it's Florida.
This is not Melbourne, because it's not in Australia.
That's correct.
Holly.
Melbourne.
That's exactly correct. Yes.
Born male. Assigned male at birth.
Yeah.
Holly, I hate to be the one to say this, but that kind of looks like our Gold Coast whore with no makeup on.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Please be her. Please put her in prison. I don't want to have to fucking hear about her again.
We've been continually
You bore
making
up.
fun of this lady on Noir Bar, or we call her the Gold Coast whore, because she's from the Gold Coast of Australia, and she's a whore. She claims to be an escort that's saving marriages, but what she's really doing is promoting her online escort service.
There's her and a friend, Bonnie Blue, and what's the other fucker's name? I can't remember.
The only difference between an escort and a whore is how much they cost.
Yeah.
That's philosophy. Write that down. Drunkle's Pearls of Wisdom.
Well, it's business model as well, you know. Escorts don't get paid. They receive gifts, you see.
Yeah.
Donations, technically.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, streamlabs.com.
Woo! But actually not whores. So this lady, okay,
Wow.
was Melbourne police got a call and a notification that a United States Postal Service mail truck was driving in the opposite lane. When officers arrived, they saw a mail truck traveling west on East University Drive before making a U-turn to head east, the affidavit said. The truck, quote, swerved in and out of its lane and traveled into the opposite lane. When they pulled the driver over, she appeared confused and disoriented. What was wrong with her? Well, she, on her route, had stopped off at a house party and gotten drunk on multiple shots of vodka.
Right. Fair.
No. What do you mean, right? Fair.
Look, we've all
been there.
yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna go somewhere, and then you're like, oh, all right, I'll stop in just for a little bit. Before you know it, you're shit faced. Then you're in Florida.
And you got a mail route to finish.
Yeah. I'm just amazed that they've assigned that fucking that truck agenda. That's impressive. Very progressive.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny you say
structural.
that because in reading through the
Oh God, what have I done?
exploding s'mores story here,
He said it again.
He did it again.
I lean into the meme, man. Don't fight the meme.
It's not a meme at this point, is it? Maybe it's just you're an idiot. Did you mean to say that a second time?
Yeah, deliberately. Yes.
See, because you didn't mean to say it a first time. When I said, did you mean to say it a second time? You said yes, meaning you did mean to do it the first time. Boom, lawyered.
No, those are not exclusive.
Yeah,
Those are not
exactly.
exclusive premises.
You'll hold up in court, Sam.
I'm sorry.
It was
right.
immediately
My
following the
client.
reference of what I had done. Yeah, thank you. I'll allow my attorney to speak on my behalf. See, Sam, I told you what happened. It's fine. Okay, in this story, reading through it, it's 2/3 of the way down the story before you get to her name, Kimberly. They just repeatedly refer to as his partner, his partner, his partner. I thought he was in a gay relationship because they kept saying his partner until they got to it.
Yeah, you either gay relationship or runs a business with.
Yeah. When I eventually came across her name, Kimberly, I'm like, why didn't you just say girlfriend?
Say girlfriend, for fuck's sake.
And then I look, and I'm like, who wrote this? And I looked up and it was like People Magazine. I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, there you go.
They say partners instead, do they?
Yeah. Well, they're just woke as fuck. It's People Magazine. It would be like,
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, so 33, you got problems, lady.
33, and the rest.
Well, I mean, you're probably not working for the United States Postal Service anymore, are you? Probably not.
I mean, as a postal service worker, you are very technically a federal agent.
You literally are a federal employee. You can't work for the United States Postal Service unless you signed up for your selective service shit.
Yeah.
Which, women don't have to do because, women are oppressed.
She's going to be delivering Uber Eats from now on, I think.
To be honest with you, I don't really want there to be a soldier called Private Di. That just seems,
Oh, yeah.
tempting fate.
Lieutenant Di, I want you to take these soldiers out and reconnoiter the area.
Oh, God, no. Don't
I don't
take
know,
the soldiers out.
I think there's something to be said for General Di.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Unfortunately, she does look like a natural blonde, which sucks because with the last name Di, you kind of want her to have a shit dye job,
Seems to act like a natural blonde as well, Polly.
Well, yeah.
Pink frosted tips. That's what she needs.
And just the tips.
Okay, boom. Follow me on this story. Oregon man arrested after firing pepper gun and yelling racial slurs at workers.
Based. So, sorry, what?
So this
Firing pepper gun.
Yeah.
That's assault.
He was firing the pepper gun up in the air. It's
Come on.
it's basically a paintball gun that the paintballs contain.
It was a condiments-based joke. Pepper gun, that's assault. Come on, people.
Oh.
Come on, catch up.
No, our sense of humor is not seasoned enough for that kind of highbrow humor.
Oh. Just. I can't even.
You literally can't even.
I can't. I'm literally shaking.
Calm down, Kimberly Dub. It'll be all right.
So he's pointing his
We'll get him
pepper ball gun.
So it fires peppercorns, not like a pepper spray, but it fires peppercorns.
No, it was
Is that what?
No, it's a shotgun, and the shells are not loaded with lead shot, but peppercorns.
Okay, all right, I'm in. Cool.
So if you need to season a whole bunch of steaks quick, welcome to America.
Before they go to the air fryer. Yeah, gotcha. Right, I'm in. Cool.
Yeah.
Air fryer in America. Deep fryer. Let's be real.
Right.
Let me relish this. Fucking hell.
Love you, chat.
I just. No, not really. It's a paintball gun that the balls contain pepper spray instead of paint.
Oh, so all right, it is pepper spray. Okay, I can see that being effective though, because you shoot someone in the chest and then boom, you got that gas in the face.
Yeah.
Much like in Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, rock salt slugs already.
Oh, you mean when they? Oh, right. I'm like, when the fuck did somebody? Oh, you mean like the kryptonite gas when he nailed him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I enjoyed that film, Polly.
Thank you.
A lot of people get dude, it was okay. It was cool. It was a very cool film.
Yeah, it was. If the doomsday aspect of it was cut out, I don't care what anybody says. That's a hot line. Do you bleed?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and it's you will. Like, and it's like, but he said it after he had flown away. Yeah, because it was a vow, not a threat.
That's the Batman. Batman don't fucking make threats, bro.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, it's like he was.
Batman don't threat.
It's like he was just saying it to himself, and I'm like, yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
That was.
No, he wasn't. He knows Superman can hear him.
Oh, that's a fair point. Yes, he does know that, doesn't he?
Yeah. I suppose, yeah. But then why fucking Superman flying back like, the fuck did you just say, mate?
He's not that way. He's not that way.
What was that?
He's
had
long
to
conversations.
What was that, mate? What?
Hey, fuck you, man!
Oh, I missed this one.
That really strikes me as like Valine's donation. I don't know why, but it does. Gamer Valine, thank you for the 850. First of all, I volunteered, so fuck you. Second, Lucifer just tried to get on the recliner couch when I was saying no, don't, and his cone caught on the table. He's pouting now.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get the airplane ears.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? This actually
Lucifer looks like Shakespeare.
He looks like a delightful dark soul daffodil.
Open link.
He looks like the Pope.
He does look like the Pope. There you go. See?
Ah, yes, see there. Shakespeare cat.
Oh.
Lucifer. Game of the we're so happy that he's on the mend, mate.
Yeah.
We were all worried about him.
He's back, and he's got a new bed, as you can see that he's sitting on right there, and he's got his royal fluff cone, whatever. Yeah,
it's just a cone. Right?
I choose to believe that this is what Cardinal Muffin's greatest rival would look like.
You know the holes in the cone are so if it's raining and they look up for too long, they don't drown.
So this is him post surgery after getting the growth removed. It's a rather large scar, but he's doing well. Lucifer's doing well.
Yeah, well, he's still got a lot of light in his eyes there, Polly. He doesn't seem bothered by it at all. Lucifer's a fucking hard bastard, mate.
Yeah. Well, the royal continence remains, I dare say.
Royal continence.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Do you mean countenance?
Craig, I don't care. Moving on. All right.
You said continence, which is something very different. So.
It's all right, Drunkle. Let it go. He just pronounced it weirdly.
Oh, you can fuck off as well.
I just crossed myself for faith and hope moving forward. My God. I just...
That's weird, because I was about to slit my wrists.
Ooh,
but he
okay.
can't, because he's got the cones on his hands.
Yeah, they put the cones on. I got the wrist roughs.
We got to have sleeves to match the collar.
Oh, shit, we're running late. This is a long story. I should tell it later, but this guy who won the lottery was found buried under a concrete slab by this person who killed him.
What?
Yeah.
What? His name's Shakespeare? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it just keeps
Abby
coming around,
Lee
doesn't it?
Shakespeare. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. So anyway, long story, but it's a fun one. I should, see.
And she killed him.
Drunkle, I'm telling you, this new series that I want to do, stories you ain't be knowing, but I'm gonna learn you. This could be easily one of them.
Oh God, you're really leaning into that title though, eh? Is that concrete?
No, that I think I'm gonna
it?
go with that's like the subtitle. The main title will be something about like Polly spins yarns, something along those lines.
I mean, if you get what was it? The stories that you ain't be knowing, but you go learn.
See, no, there's no going. There's no G in there at all. It's I'm gonna learn you.
Right, so stories that Polly ain't be knowing, but I'm a learn ya.
No, stories you ain't be knowing, but I'm a learn
Stories
ya.
you ain't be knowing, but I'm a learn ya.
There you
Alright,
go.
With a subtitle like that, the first thing's got to be like, shit damn.
So you finna tell me that there is things that are out there just being
Finna?
unknown and shit. Yeah.
Why are we all being so horrible to each other today, man?
I fucking look. I love that word, finna. It's like, where the fuck does that? Oh, fixing to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What? There's an X in there. Why would you not keep the X?
Well, then she wouldn't be an ex.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
Plague Trucker Zach is dead right. The first question, the most important question before even do I have to pay taxes on this lotto win is, do I got to take the picture with the big novelty check?
Never mind the check, it's the hair, mate. Why the fuck would you have something like that on your head?
I don't think that's.
So it's fro wrapped.
I'm pretty sure that's just like he's got braids, and that's like the giant Rasta bag hat,
One big braid.
It's a French braid. It's just wrapped around his fucking head.
I have never seen a Rasta hat in a single color. It is always in the colors of the flag of Jamaica. Every
Sure.
time.
You're right.
That's good. That's a good point.
It tends to be that way, but I mean, this guy ain't remotely Jamaican. He maybe just wants to keep his shit real tight. Maybe that's a black shower cap, and he's got a really nice jerry curl under there.
I've only seen one Jamaican wear that hat, but I've also seen a lot of people who wear that hat that are not Jamaican.
Yeah,
but it's
sure.
called. Hey, it's called culture,
It's enrichment and diversity.
and it's our strength.
Oh, undoubtedly. Boom. Police detail dangers of toy guns, often mistaken for real guns. These guns can be altered.
But they're toys.
See, I started reading this story because there's certain localities and judicialities all over the world where they falsely claim that you can take this BB gun and alter it to shoot real bullets. It's like, you fucking lying scumfuck. Like, as I'm
How is that possible? That's not even.
No, it's not. It's
Their insides are completely fucking different.
Yeah.
The only similarity is the aesthetic.
This is apparently what they were referencing. They're like, when these guns can be altered, this is just like scare tactic news. What they're saying is these guns can be painted black.
Yeah,
for
right.
God's
Okay, that's
sakes.
these guns. They can be altered in the same way that a stick can be turned into a sword.
Yeah.
Can these upper class, right, white ultra leftists get over
Get
their
'em.
fear of everything black, please?
These
wow.
particular guns that they're talking about in this news story that the Chestertown police are in Chester, Pennsylvania, are particularly worried about are Orbeez guns. The water pellets.
Oh, God,
Well, you can fill them with pepper spray.
Yeah.
You could fill those with fentanyl.
Like
We'll be
Orbeez,
shooting
really?
them over the
You mean the water balls? The water beads? You're actually, yeah, but you can paint those guns black and people will freak out, and kids playing gets reported by people as a carjacking. So cops show up expecting it. You basically swatted a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Though that's old people complaining that children are having fun while they were suffering through World War II when they were that age. It's just what they do. But I think like Orbeez guns, do you know what I mean? And then the police show up and they're asking the kids, "Hey, you got any balls on you?" Like they know that the police are just having a slow day.
And we've seen a good number of them recently. They're fake guns that shoot water pellets, but if they're shot at close range, they can cause injury. Also, the obvious concern is someone mistaking it for a real gun, whether it be a police officer or an armed citizen. You know what? I'll take bets right now that there are less armed citizens that would shoot a person with an Orbeez gun than a cop would.
Well, I mean, I've also seen instances of people like someone with an MP3. Because this was back in the day, an MP3 player on a bus stop, and as someone drove past, they were, shit! I just saw this fucking black guy, and he had a gun in his hand. But it was a fucking MP3 player. Do you know what I mean? So some people are just gonna panic, and some people are just assholes. And I mean, the two meet quite a lot. A lot of the people just don't like kids having fun.
Yes.
You go, this shit can it can go in your eye. Yeah, so can a fucking fidget spinner, mate. This is also the same generation that goes like, oh, when we were young, you know, we used to drink out of the hose pipe and just bury our friends underground for 3 days for a laugh. But then now they're just, oh, this shit might go in your eye.
Yeah, the chief of police here from Chester, Pennsylvania says, quote, "It was brothers and friends having fun with these Orbeez guns, and it looked like they were carjacking somebody." No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
No.
Who was getting carjacked? The fucking kid going around on the fucking green machine tricycle.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
who's scared?
Put your hands in the air and step away from the tricycle.
There were kids in the area driving their Barbie dream car, and there were other kids in the same area with their Orbeez guns, and it's clearly a carjacking. Fuck.
Oh my God, officer! I was just trying to be Ken, and then they stole my car.
Two sides of the same city.
Now, speaking of children's toys used for terrible things, 10,000 fentanyl pills were in a Hello Kitty bag.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Right.
See, that does not
Thank
actually
you.
surprise me in the slightest.
That looks like a shoe to me.
They were all over this house. A man sentenced to 9 years in prison trafficking methamphetamine and fentanyl in the Tri-Cities area. Between October, he sold to undercovers repeatedly, right? When agents searched his house, they found 10,000 pink fentanyl-laced pills inside a child's Hello Kitty bag. Another 2,000 pills were found inside a closet, along with a loaded Glock handgun that was reported stolen. Wait, but I thought any criminal could get a gun anywhere at any time. You mean stolen guns? Or wow, shocking.
No, it fired Orbeez. Well, you say he sold to undercovers loads of times. Like, surely once would be enough. Or like the police there get like going, let's get him to do it again.
They actually do it multiple times to avoid lawyering that it was entrapment or a misunderstanding or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Pattern of intent.
Yeah, as I understand the idea, to show, and to show the repeated intent, like try and argue you're not a trafficker now, you know, that kind of thing. It's like, yeah,
I just wanted to do it some more.
In the garage, agents found another 1,500 fentanyl pills, 3 digital scales, and other evidence of drug trafficking. I love that it was in the Hello Kitty bag.
These fucking digital scales traffickers, man. They've got to be stopped.
Well, they call it a child's Hello Kitty bag as well. Like, this guy's on the dot like, bitch, I love Hello Kitty. This ain't no child's bag.
They make adult Hello Kitty
Hello Kitty
guns.
bag.
Tragically, it's true, Valine. They do make adult Hello Kitty guns.
And I love it. I love it. Why not?
I'd have one for a lark.
Hell yeah.
It's got to be 1911, but I'd have one.
Say hello to my kitty friends.
Nice. Here is the story that caught my attention for a different thing, even though it's related to the previous one. Again, Texas residents get surprise Easter gift washing up on the coastline. Packages of cocaine dumped by panicked smugglers. Holy shit, guys!
I mean,
look
it was
at them.
always going to be cocaine.
Look at this.
I like the branding. I like that we're doing branding now.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. That's. I'd buy that cocaine.
Dude, that is let's just stop and appreciate. That is a fuck off amount of blow right there.
That's a good amount, yeah.
That's
a healthy color.
And what's the what's the street value of this, Polly?
That just 25 packages like that. Wow.
Oh wow. Well, that's huge.
What are they, a key each?
See, that's what we could do the math. They don't actually say the street value, but we could do
They don't say the street value? I refuse to believe they don't say the street value.
I know. It's so common. But yeah, no.
I mean, if
we
that's
want
a bag of
information.
flour, we'll have to guesstimate at this because there's no way we could actually know exactly how much is in there just from.
I mean, you'd have to guess it. Like,
if we imagine,
like if that is that a kilo, and it's like the color. I'm assuming
it's generally done in keys. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not assuming that this is. I mean, this is not the cocaine itself. This is packaging of some kind of surrounding. It's wrapped up in there and then again in plastic with the branding, of course. So
the branding.
Yeah, the sort of greenish brown here that you're seeing, in my opinion, is the wrap around the cocaine on the inside. So it's probably a much smaller amount than it looks like, but still a brick. If we assume that it's a key, so it's 25 keys, and we go,
I'd say that's
what?
fair.
People are
So
probably playing.
A brick is generally a key. That's fair.
If you're buying a single kilogram, like as a whole item, you're looking at what? It depends on your locality, but 32 to 38 a key.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, right. Yeah, so,
you're looking at $1 million. If sold off as individual keys at 32 a kilogram, you're looking at 950,000.
What's it? Was it K cane? I've never. What is this? I don't know.
Oh, this is right after the
Cotam?
hurricane, after Hurricane Debbie.
I mean, it's amazing the amount of fucking shit that just washes up. What's also amazing is that people report this.
That-
I mean, because
I'm not going to lie. That is the first thing that occurred to me. It's like, I mean, I get one of those bricks. I'm thinking like, I'm just going home. I mean, right to the police station.
I'm going to my friend's house. I mean, yeah, fucking, they found 25 fucking bricks of this shit. Yeah. They didn't, did they? They found 40.
Yeah. I see your point.
Did that not come through there, Paulina?
What?
You know what? It's a long one, so I'm not going to replay it. Thank you for Stony very much for the $25. Who says, "Hey Sam, if I may expound upon your question, the letter X in thin is missing because it got misplaced in the word ask. Out of respect for Polly's channel, I won't bother to tell you what they did to the G. That's probably for the best."
Yeah. Oh shit, I double clicked on your donation, so I turned it on and then off again accidentally. Whoops.
No, it's okay.
So there we go. No, it wasn't on. Go ahead and play it.
Are you sure?
Sure. Big 25.
It's
Fuck
long.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Rocco, 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 our favorite Rocco. Just doesn't understand why anybody would want to hurt anybody else. Rocco.
Elmo snapping?
Yeah, that's
Just-
exactly what it is. That's what it's called. Oh, that was my favorite edit job. Like, it's not excellently done, but I loved it.
It's just homicidal snapping Elmo. Okay. Okay, so here's the quick story. All right, we got to wrap this up fast. A new site reveals wealth inequality's deep roots in human prehistory. Okay, this is like one of the strongest refutations of the basis of Marxist thought. Okay, I know it sounds a little high, tall, foreheaded, but everyone expected that since the beginning of time, there has been wealth inequality, meaning there's a guy whose hut was a little bit bigger than your hut. Yeah.
I rent my hut.
There was never any such thing as a golden era of a classless society back in Shangri-La, Never Land times that Marxism maintains, and it's only through mechanization and modernization and modern city-states.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
Well, I think you kind of should.
Go on. You're onto a thing. Go on, keep going.
And it's only with modern city-states that you have the kind of oppression and bourgeoisie, blah, 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 blah. It's like, these two people who probably have just ruined their fucking careers from Washington State University and Oxford co-published a study where it's like, yeah, it seems like us that wealth inequality predates the invention of writing. Well, sure.
I mean, that's just. Do you need a study on that? That's just common sense, isn't it? Like, what do you think? Grass is always greener. Just write that. 24-page study. Grass is always greener, and the rest of them are just blank.
I mean, it's like,
Of course, it's fucking always
a highly
existed.
rated study from the National Academy of Sciences funding across 2 major research universities. And it's like, it outright refutes. I was telling Far about this, and she's like, no one's ever going to talk about this study. They're just going to push it aside and forget it ever happened.
They will.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, exactly.
I'm gonna.
Predates it.
Can I have
Sorry,
the link,
Sam.
Polly?
Sure.
Can I have the link, mate?
Sure.
Because I'm going to post it
Sure.
every time I see communists on Twitter. I'm just going to link this fucking article.
Wealth inequality is actually known by a slightly shorter word called jealousy. And speaking of jealousy, I'm jealous of the big swinging balls on my man for Stony Eye. He threw 25 and said, "Love you too, Drunkle." And I love you, buddy. No homo. He's not gay. He's not gay, Polly.
No.
But if hey,
Estonia? Not
wrong with that.
remotely. No.
Nothing wrong with that. But if he were, I'm sure he'd let us know.
I feel straighter in Fostonia's presence, you know.
Oh, I mean, I feel straighter around you, mate. I think that's more of a you thing than me. Thank you very much, Estonia. You goddamn G unit, mate.
Definitely. Okay, so boom, there it is.
Boop. There it is.
Now, we're going to move on to
Right.
titular article time. Okay, good.
We did it.
You can get hit with the fifth, twist it with the biscuit, blast it with the ratchet, jack with the mac, body with the shotty, dump with the pump, rock with the clock, sprayed with the K, dome with the chrome, down with the pound, tap with the strap, whack with the gat, duster with the musket, tag with the mag, wet with the Intratec, bled with the lead.
Oh, man. Warms my heart every fucking time.
Despite it being stone cold.
Estonia, thank you for the $25. Hands down, the best $25 on the AAA. I agree.
I'll give it that. Yeah, fair.
And this special donation lineup of hosts needs to happen more. Polly, love you. I love you too, Otter. Well, thank you very much, Festonia. No homo. Love right back at you, bro.
What a gentleman, man.
Yeah.
That's 25 to all three of us. Thank you very much for Stony.
I mean, that's
mate. You
that-
are
Greatly
generous,
appreciate
That's
it.
just
generous,
class.
generous fucker.
Just
Yeah.
That is class in a glass right there, mate. I'll tell you what.
see, that's how you
Festonia, if I
spread the
could drink
wealth,
you, I'd put in one gulp.
non-Marxistly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see how I connected it back?
Although
did.
he earned the money. No, never mind. I'm not going to get into it.
Don't get into it.
Okay, so boom, here we go.
Right.
Now, you know that I've been long hoping for the asteroid that'll wipe us all out and end our pain.
I know. Hell yeah, I know.
No. But in lieu of that happening, because it just happened again last month where this asteroid that was coming didn't turn out to like really fulfill our
Yes.
hopes and dreams.
We're warming up.
But in lieu of
Test
that,
run.
there is a thing happening that will be visible from Arizona, Valine, looking at you, that you'll be able to see, and it's happened before. Saturn and Venus in the sky at the same time as a crescent moon. And what does this produce, you might ask?
An aura.
A smiley face in the sky.
Oh,
Holy
whoa,
shit.
That's amazing.
Oh.
No.
Oh, Polly, just imagine space, the final frontier, and then this picture.
Yeah,
So-
funny is.
It's not
I
the
don't know the
asteroid
headline.
we wanted, but the sky smiling at us is kind of nice too. You know?
It shows that things aren't so bad, are they? I like the headline is "How to See the Cosmic Face in the Sky." I guess it's just an article saying, "Look up, you dickhead."
How to see the cosmic smiley face in Arizona this week. Look at that. Like, it really does look
That's
at
so cool. I feel warm and fuzzy inside right now. Imagine, right? Where you got like some fucking Mayans and shit from 1,000 years ago. At an eclipse, they fucking behead people. Fucking Aztecs were fucking beheading people to make sure the sun rose the next day. What the fuck would they do if there was a goddamn smiley face in the sky?
Yeah,
I think it was God thanking
guess, yeah.
them for their sacrifices.
The answer's war. The answer's always war.
Yeah, it's usually war. Yeah.
Keep going. Keep beheading. The sky god is pleased. That's so cool, man.
I don't know if
So
people would
cool.
prophesy over it or just kind of look up. Would you look at that shit? You know, I think that's the the general
You know,
reaction. isn't
but
it?
people are going to look up, right? And when they see it, they're going to smile back.
Sure. Why? Did you smile a little bit when you saw this? I mean, it just.
I'm smiling right now. I'm still smiling.
Yeah, this made my day when I came across this. I was like, okay, that's just so again, that's Saturn, Venus, and a crescent moon all like near the horizon at the same time, and it's kind of uncommon. This was the last time it occurred in Thailand in May of 2023.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
And you know what?
I want
You
to
know
see
what?
that fucking eclipse. This is what I want.
this is better than an eclipse. I mean, this won't fry
It's
your
so
eyes.
much
This will make
better.
you smile.
And you know what? It's caused by a literal little ray of sunshine.
True.
Ah. Oh, but then what is like because it's a crescent moon? What you could? Oh, you can also have a sad face.
You could.
Yeah, if it was
But we don't talk about that one.
a waxing gibbous instead of a waning crescent.
A gibbous.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Dr. Seuss.
What? I'm sorry,
Making
that's
fucking
what it's
words up.
called.
It's not, is it?
No, it
Polly was
It's
Polly
definitely
was in
not.
here the other week and he was waxing gibbous about the moon.
you know what?
Wax your gibbous in private, mate. Come on.
Just for the hell of it? I mean, seriously though. Gibbous, I believe. There you go. Waxing gibbous. See? It's the three. It's the.
But
It's,
that,
That's it.
But could you just get rid of the word waxing on that search
Yes.
and hit define?
And then go to
Right.
web search instead of image search. I take
Yeah,
it?
web searches, and then get it to hit the little fucking speaker button so it pronounces it for us.
Oh,
Gibbous.
All right, fair enough.
How did you think it was going to come out? Gibus? What? Gibbous?
Gibbous? Gibbous?
I'm looking at that top definition there. Characterized by convexity, protuberant.
Yeah.
Ah,
Way to make
that's
the
how
moon sound
oddly
dirty.
that's how I'm characterized all the time.
Having a humpbacked. The next bent over dude I'm going to call him Johnny Gibbous. See if anyone understands it.
Johnny Gibbous.
Good morning, Ahmed. Your camel is looking mighty gibbous.
You say that to say you're gonna get stoned to death, Sam. Fuck it.
That's a good way to go.
There it is.
It's just that fucking so Quasimodo was Gibbous.
He was.
Wow. I've learned something today.
Madonna's face. It's gibbous.
It is protuberant. It's true.
And I'm not protuberant around Madonna's face.
So as we're wrapping up here, by all means, ask any questions that you may have in chat, and we'll see if we can answer them. The fastest land animal is the cheetah, before anyone asks.
What about peregrine falcon?
Land animal, I said.
Yeah, well, it lives on land, doesn't it?
But it can travel in the sky. You ever seen a flying cheetah? I rest my case. Drunkle, how's your gaming going?
Sorry, they can't jump? Can they not jump?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cheetahs can't jump. Facts here on the AAA. The game is.
Oh, can you have a quick
this
upgrade?
week-
Sure you can. Yep.
This week and last week, Polly, unfortunately, have not been. I've had a lot of fucking work on, guys. This is the time of the year when a lot of people in the company I work for go back to Poland and such to visit their families. So I've been covering it. I'll tell you it was great actually, because I texted you yesterday, Polly, saying like I had a word with the manager of the place where I'm cleaning and asked if I can start earlier because I was just getting home just far too late. Hence why I've been so late for the AAA, and indeed on Mondays there's not been a AAA because I've just not been there. And that was fine and everything. But then also today I got told, oh you got to do another job. Oh fuck, what is it? It's clean the corridors of a warehouse. It's meant to be 4 hours. I went, 4? Are you fucking kidding me? 4 hours. So automatically, bang, we're right back to I'm getting home at midnight. I get in though, and they had like brought up all the varnish and shit from the corridors and put some new shit back down. But they went, oh, we got the wrong primer. So I can't clean the corridors. It's amazing. There's nothing to do. I just go up there. I sit down for an hour. I clean 3 blocks of toilets and I go the fuck home. I'm like, I want this job forever. This is fucking brilliant. So unfortunately, guys, there's not been a lot of Twitch going. But this weekend, that is, the month of our Lord, April, the 27th of April is the next round of the Jackbox Olympics. Hopefully, we'll get something on the 26th as well. That is Saturday. But between now and then, I'm afraid there won't be anything because I'm just working too late. Jackbox Olympics this Sunday, round 4, season 3. You got to be there if you want any shot of winning the prize. The prize.
Awesome.
So you can't work late to prime your video games? That was my takeaway.
No, because I start.
I know I'm fucking around.
streaming
It's
at
fine. It's fine.
8 p.m. GMT, but I'm getting home. Like even today, I got home at 9:30, and that was starting earlier. But I mean, next week, that's when people are coming back from the land of foreign. So it's only for the rest of the week, and indeed on Monday.
Nice. So Sam,
it is nice. It's good doing different jobs.
Yeah, well, it doesn't become a grind that way. Don't let the bastards grind you down.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam,
Like they did the floor.
tell us all about the gaming channel that you have and the gaming that you do and all
Yes,
that
Sam.
other stuff where they can go and enjoy your content.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's
what the
me.
fuck,
I am the free frog. You'll be able to find me tomorrow over on my channel. I will put something in the chat very, very shortly here. I'll be joined by everybody's favourite overweight egg-laying mammal playing some Path of Exile. That will be at 5 p.m. PDT or 2 a.m. CEST, depending on what time zone that you're in.
What the fuck is PDT?
Pacific Daylight Savings Time.
Ugh,
That's the wrong coast. Yeah.
that's horrible.
So go ahead,
Oh,
Sam,
you know.
put your link in chat, and if I will grab
Oh,
that link and I will
certainly
put it in the description below so everyone can find it at any old point that they want. If you're listening in the future, feel free to like the stream and go check out Sam's content and Drunkle's if you haven't already. And there's Platty in chat right there. Cool. Nice.
Yeah. Check out Patty
Awesome.
as well.
Let me just grab this link here. Copy link. And there it is. So yeah, feel free to go over to the Twitter and retweet the tweet that I sent out with the excerpt saying that we were going live, because that helps us with the algorithm, because god damn, that algorithm's become a harsh mistress. In the meantime,
Yeah, we
Drunkle,
need help with the algorithm.
yeah, where can they find us next?
Oh, dude. I'm so glad you asked. We're going to be back on Friday. This Friday on the Silent Sin channel for episode 600
Woo!
of the AAA meeting. Hells yeah, motherfucker! At 10 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. EST, and 4:30 Central, and of course 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island. Pollybobs.
Is fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there.
600, man.
Woo!
600 episodes.
I know.
Fucking hell. There's only 200 ago. You were saying you were going to hold my head under the water until the bubbles stopped.
Yeah.
And it was 300 before that when I sent you that thing in the mail.
Yeah, but I held that underwater until the bubble stopped and the thing stopped ticking. I was okay with that.
No, I want ticks.
The misunderstanding he had, Drunkle, is he didn't realise how much you could drink, mate.
How was that
I-
possible?
I-
600? I don't
pushed
know.
the limit.
Because you guys keep showing up and it's awesome. That's why you're the greatest chat online.
Yeah, why? Ask yourself that, Festonia. What the fuck's up with you?
So thank you, Sam, for being here. We appreciate you coming in.
Oh, so good, mate. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Always a pleasure to see you, Sam.
It is indeed
Oh,
always a
really
good time to
appreciate it,
have
lads.
Sam come in. And thank you all for your very generous donations. We will see you over there on Friday. And in the meantime, you can go check out our various channels for content until then. But until then, have a good night, everyone.
You know.
S'mores.
S'more.